Hey, today we're doing Module 6, A.REI.4 Level 3 Reteach Part 2. So we're going to put standard form into vertex form. So in order for us to put standard form into vertex form, we need to make sure we remember that what the vertex form is. So y equals a x minus h squared plus k. So we also need to know that we use the completing the square method. With completing the square method, we know that a has to equal 1. We also need to know that ax squared plus bx equals c. So we want to make sure it's still kept with c. So that means we have to get rid of our c for this side. So we have y minus 7 equals 2x squared plus 12x. We also need to divide by 2 because we have to have an a of 1. So we have 1 over 2y minus 7 over 2 equals x squared plus 6x. Then we can come here and we use this to get our c. So we have 6 over 2. And then we get 3 over 2 and c equals 9. I consider my 9 would be my magic number. So I'm going to come over here and I go 1 over 2y minus 7 over 2. But if I add 9 to that, it's not going to work because we need to get a common denominator, which I would multiply by 2 and I would have 18 over 2. So I'm going to put 18 over 2. Then I'm going to do x squared plus 6x equals, and then I'm going to put my magic number 9 on both sides. Then I'm going to come here and I'm going to do 1 over 2y, and then I'm going to get plus 11 over 2 equals, and then I'm going to put in x plus 3 squared. Then we need to subtract 11 over 2, and then you get 1 over 2y equals x plus 3 squared minus 11 over 2. We're almost done. We want to get y by itself, so I'm going to multiply everything by 2, and I get y equals 2 parentheses x plus 3 squared minus 11. Taking a look at the next one. So the next one, I need to get c by the other side, so I'm going to add 59. And I'm going to get y plus 59 equals negative x squared minus 14x. Then I divide by negative 1 because a has to be 1 and it has to be positive. So I'm going to get a negative y minus 59 equals, then I'm going to get x squared minus 14x. Then I'm going to come here and I'm going to do c equals b over 2 squared, c equals 14 over 2 squared, c equals 7 squared, and c equals 49. So 49 is my magic number, and this is the one that would go in the x squared, or underneath the radical if we were doing completing of the square. So in this case, I am going to put in y minus 59, and then I'm going to put in plus 49, and then I'm going to get equals x squared minus 14x plus 49. And then I'm going to get y minus 10 equals, and then we're going to get in our parentheses, we're going to have x plus 7. Then I'm going to add 10 to both sides, and then I'm going to get a minus y equals x plus 7 squared plus 10. Then I'm going to need to multiply everything by a negative 1, and I'm going to get a positive y equals negative x plus 7 squared minus 10. Finally, for the last problem, I need to get A by itself, but I also know I need to get C. But I don't have a B, so this is going to be a different one. I'm going to minus 12, and I'm going to minus y. So when I do that, I get 6x squared equals negative y plus 1. When I do that, I'm going to divide everything by 6. So then you're going to get x squared, and then you're going to get equals negative 1 over 6y plus 1 over 6. So C equals B over 2 squared. I don't have a B, so what would B be? How about a 0? So you're going to put a 0 in, and you're going to get C equals 0 squared or C equals 0. So my magic number is 0. So how do we do this? So we do x squared, and we're going to put in plus 0. And then it's going to be equals negative 1 over 6y plus 1 over 6 plus 0. We're going to continue that on, and we need to get our magic number, and that's going to be right here. So we're going to go x plus 0 squared equals, and then we're going to write negative 1 over 6y. You add 1 6 plus 0 is 1 6. I'm going to subtract 1 6. So I'm going to get x plus 0 squared minus 1 6 equals negative 1 over 6y. Then I am going to multiply everything by a negative 6. So I'm going to get a negative 6 parentheses x plus 0 squared plus 1. I said 1 and I wrote 6. Plus 1 equals y. Now, if you don't like it that way, you can always write it this way. And both are the correct answers. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.